Hello YouTube! I am KCruzer and these are my thoughts. Now for those of you who are here for the first time, hello and welcome. And for the rest of you who are wondering about the mask, trust me, I'm doing you all a favor. Welcome to video 3. DC Nation, it's getting better? The answer to that? Yes, it is in fact doing better. And it is going to get better, especially in 2013. I'll get into the details of why later. But let's talk about DC Nation. DC Nation is actually a 1-hour block on Cartoon Network dedicated to DC Comics. You know DC Comics. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and all those other superheroes. Well, it's actually an hour-long block dedicated to all of them. Why only an hour? Well, believe it or not, DC Nation started out much like Toonami. The revival of Toonami is starting out as an experiment, and as long as the viewership keeps going up, it'll keep getting better and it'll expand. I'll get into the details later, but in order for how does it expand? Simple. We keep the viewership up, and like Toonami, in order for it to expand, the Toonami faithful have to stay faithful. So, if DC Nation can expand, imagine Toonami. Like I said, hopefully it can expand into more than just Saturday nights. Maybe it can move into certain nights in the daytime for the kids. Or maybe it can move on to anime every night like Adult Swim used to be. You know, back to when it used to be good. Anyway, we're talking about DC Nation here. So, like I said, DC Nation is a 1-hour block dedicated to DC Comics and their superheroes. So, let's talk about the main aspects of DC Nation. For example, the shows. Okay, so what shows do they have? Well, two for now. Green Lantern and Young Justice. Let's start off by Green Lantern. I believe Green Lantern is highly underrated. You know why? Well, of course, for some of the stupidest reasons. Oh no, Green Lantern's gonna be a CGI, it's gonna suck. Seriously? Dude, CGI is just another form of animation, same as traditional, flash, claymation, stop motion, and anything else you can think of. There's nothing wrong with CGI. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm a fan of any kind of animation. I remember growing up with Beast Wars and Reboot and other CGI shows. Well, moving on. Another reason why people don't like it is that it stars Hal Jordan and not Jon Stewart. Yeah, Hal Jordan sucks. I want Jon Stewart. He was in Justice League. Genius, this is a show about Justice League. This is a show about Green Lantern. If you want to start off a Green Lantern show, you have to start off with the first original Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. I mean, as far as I know, there's about four Earth Green Lanterns. Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, and Jon Stewart. But since Hal is the first and original, it's best to start with him. And believe it or not, if the Green Lantern series gets better and keeps on going, which I hear it is, they've already ordered like 4 seasons of it, then those other 3 Green Lanterns I mentioned will make an appearance. That will be cool. Hopefully, maybe we'll get full episodes of them. Wow. Wonder how big of a jerk they're gonna make Guy Gardner in that. Anyway, the Green Lantern series is great. 1,000 times better than the movie. And so, well, trust me, you'll like it. Stars Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan is being court-martialed when suddenly he realizes that Green Lanterns are being murdered in a zone called the Forgotten Zone. So his partner, ex-trainer Kilowog, you know Kilowog, anything that the Green Lantern's in, Kilowog is gonna be there. So Kilowog's borrow a ship called the Interceptor, the fastest ship in the whole universe. And with the ship and its robotic AI, Aya, they take off to the Forgotten Zone to discover the Red Lanterns, murderous ring wearers that are killing off the Green Lanterns simply because of a mistake the Guardians made millions of years ago. Anyway, the show really gets good. They team up with a new character, Razor, who is basically a Red Lantern who's actually a lost soul and who wants to make up for his past mistakes. And so, And so the show goes on. It's a very good show. I don't want to spoil it, but trust me, it's great from beginning to end. I especially love each character's relationships, how they get along with each other, how they communicate with each other. It's all good. It's all great. And I don't think people should misjudge it. You want a good reason why? I'll give it to you. Bruce Timm is in charge of it. Bruce Timm. I mean, the guy behind Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League, and Justice League Unlimited. With him in charge of Green Lantern, what could go wrong? And I've seen the entire first season, and I don't think anything's wrong with it. It's great. But a lot of people are turned off by it simply because of CGI. But trust me, it's all good. Now on to the next show. Young Justice. How can I describe this show? Basically a more serious, more action-packed, more emo version of the Teen Titans. Yeah, that about does it. Basically, it's about all the young sidekicks becoming their own team, being led by Batman as they get sent out on covert missions. Think about this show, it feels more like a spy show rather than a superhero show, but it's all good. Trust me, you'll like it. Thing is, in the first season, we start off with the basics. We have Robin, who's Dick Grayson at the time, Kid Flash, Superboy, the Superman clone, Aqualad, Miss Martian, Artemis. Robin, Kid Flash, Superman, Aqualad. And, oh yeah, duh, Aqualad. Of course, oh man, I can't believe. Anyway, trust me, it's a great show. Trust me, it's a great show. It's pretty interesting. I love how each character has their own angst and secrets and don't want to tell the others. And I especially love it when they finally reveal to each other. And sorry about the music. That's my neighbors. They love to blast music, especially at the night. What's so special about today? It's Puerto Rican Day. That's right. Yo soy de Espiricua. And anyway, let's get on with the video. Hopefully you can hear me over the music. It's basically a very cool show. So anyway, well, the thing about Young Justice that really gets me is that while they go into season 1 left off with a cliffhanger, and so season 2 concludes the cliffhanger. But it takes 5 years later. Why 5 years? What happened during those 5 years? I mean, another thing that bothered me about it is that they had Zatanna and Rocket join. But after the 5-year time skip, they're members of the Justice League, so forget about them. We're concentrating on Young Justice. Anyway, well, it's kind of bothersome, really. And well, I don't know why, but something about this show, they really do not like Speedy, aka Red Arrow, aka Roy Harper. I mean, man, they messed him up. He's actually been a clone for most of his life. Wow. And anyway, the series is good. And well, season 2 they actually introduced new heroes along with the old. Let's start with the old heroes. Dick Grayson is now Nightwing. You know, Dick Grayson was originally Robin. Now it's on to Tim Drake. I guess they skipped Jason Todd because we all know what happens to him. Superboy and Miss Martian are back. Believe it or not, Superboy and Miss Martian were a couple in the first season, but they broke off. And she's moved on. He's moved on. Yeah. Okay. They also have get this. Batgirl finally joins the team, along with Wonder Girl. Yeah. The Casey. Anyway, as time moves on, we get to introduced to new characters. For example, the Blue Beetle is back. Blue Beetle 3, to be exact. I loved him in Batman the Brave and the Bold. In this, they spread out more of his Spanish heritage. And get this, 3 of the new... Oh, I forgot. Lagoon Boy. Yep, half man, half fish, all attitude. I don't know what to say about him. He's basically the new hothead of the team who wished he was bigger and better. Anyway, get this. 3 of the members are from the Teen Titans. That's right. They brought back Bumblebee. And in case you're wondering, Mel, the guy who works on the computer, that's not Cyborg. That's the Herald. And of course, everyone's fan favorite, Beast Boy. Although I don't understand why he's half monkey half the time. He's green, for crying out loud. And Anyway, the show is pretty good. It's kind of interesting. I mean, but what happened during those 5 years? I mean, Artemis and Kid Flash quit, and now Aqualad is a bad guy, working for his biological father, the Black Manta. Who knows? Anyway, the show is good. Trust me. Most people say that Young Justice is better than Green Lantern. Me personally, I like Green Lantern better than Young Justice. Anyway, what else they show? Anyway, let's talk about the rest of DC Nation. What else do they show? Well, they have these little shorts where they show off the weapons that the Batarang and Green Arrow's arrows can actually work in real life. Cool. I mean, boxing glove arrow. Anyway, what else? Well, what really grabs me about DC Nation, what really grabs me, are the shorts. They're 1 to 2 minute long cartoons that are actually better than half the crap that is on Cartoon Network. Really. And each short is of a different superhero you may not have heard of, and they're each drawn by different animators and different animation styles, which is very cool. For example, the studio that brought us Wallace and Gromit, they gave us these little claymation shorts, which is kind of cute, but overall, meh. Most of the shorts are comedy based, but still pretty cool. Who else they got? Get this. Animal Man! Yep, he's there. And the animal activist in all of his glory. And boy, is he crazy. Trust me, it's laugh out loud funny. And what else? Get this. Plastic Man is back. I mean, he hasn't been in his own show since what, the 70s, the 80s? And well, now he's in these new shorts that are Ren and Stimpy with Ren and Stimpy style animation. Awesome. They also have shorts from, get this, you ever heard of Lauren Faust? I mean, considering what she has under her belt, the original Powerpuff Girls, Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, and My Little Pony: Friendship and Magic. All three of them great cartoons. Hard to believe a cartoon about ponies aimed at little girls can appeal to so many people. I am not a brony. Anyway, she's making Super Best Friends Forever, starring Supergirl, Batgirl, and Wonder Girl in their own comedic adventures. And out of all the shorts they showed so far, theirs are the best. Thing is, according to Lauren, she only made like 5 shorts, and we've already seen 4 of them. Man. Okay, moving on. They have a short of a superhero from the 1980s, Vibe. I swear, when I was watching him, I thought it was back in the 1980s. Another example is Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld. How can I describe her? She's basically DC Comics Maho Shoujo. I'm not making this up. 13-year-old Amy Winston finds out she's actually an adopted princess from another dimension who was sent to Earth to be protected. So, after she finds this out, she goes through a magical portal, becomes a super hot adult, and with her sword, her magic, and her flying horse, must save Gemworld from the evil Dark Opal. I'm not making this up. And take note that this was made years before Sailor Moon. It's nice to see her back. Anyway, oh, get this. You're not going to believe this. They also have shorts of When There's Trouble, You Know Who to Call. That's right, the Teen Titans are back. With the same voice actors and the same animation style. Only chibi. Anyway, they're just as crazy as ever. And I still love them to this day. And, well, believe it or not, DC Nation is expanding now. I've heard in 2013 it's going to be more than just 1 hour. And they're bringing new shows. For example, Beware the Batman. I don't know what to think about this show. I'm kind of biased. People already don't like it because of CGI, but I already talked about CGI. But for some reason, Alfred is packing heat, and Katana is Batman's new Robin. I'm not seeing it. And for some reason, they said there's too many Joker stories. There's not enough Joker stories, if you ask me. But they are digging deeper into the villain library and bringing back old villains that people may not know, like Professor Pig. Moving on. And, get this. I've heard, I really hope this is true, that if these shorts become awesome enough, which I already believe they are, they can expand into their own series. Don't believe me? 2013, I'm not kidding, a new Teen Titans show. The Teen Titans are back! Ah! Oh, man, I can't wait. I really hope the others become shorts, especially Super Best Friends Forever, Plastic Man, and Amethyst. Oh. Anyway, DC Nation is getting better, and the only way it can get better is if we keep on supporting it and DC itself. Wow. Anyway, next video I'm going to be talking about Marvel Universe next. But for now, this is KCruzer signing off saying, Titans, go!